So, I have recently come across an AI-powered side hustle that is quite underrated. People are earning thousands of dollars in their first week of starting by creating videos using Canva. I was surprised to learn that not many people are aware of this opportunity, so here's what they're doing. Take a look. This channel started 7 months ago and now has more than 986,000 people who subscribe to it. Another channel started at the same time and has already been watched 38 million times with over 400,000 subscribers. Both channels make videos where they ask, "Would you rather?" questions. And each video gets up to 1.2 million views. They make money from ads, and Social Blade estimates they could be making up to $16,000 a month. But be careful with that number, because these channels are short, so they might actually make closer to $2,000. Still, that's a lot considering they don't take much effort to make. This topic is popular with a big audience and easily goes viral on many quiz channels. Today, I'll guide you through each step of making these quick videos using Canva and ChatGPT. I'll also share some tips and tricks to speed up your work. Let's begin by making YouTube Shorts. Go to ChatGPT and ask it to create 10 sets of questions. Each set should have 2 choices that aren't very appealing. Write them down in a table. Then, tell ChatGPT to include a random percentage showing how people might answer each question. If this sounds confusing, don't worry, it will make sense soon. After that, open Canva and select the mobile video option from the video section. We're making a template first, so I'll zoom in on the timeline to show you each step clearly. First, let's increase the page length from 5 seconds to 7 seconds, which will be the duration of the scenes. Next, press the letter R on your keyboard to add a rectangle. Enlarge it until it fills half of the canvas. Duplicate the rectangle by pressing Ctrl+D on your keyboard and place the duplicate below the first one. Choose 2 contrasting colors like yellow and purple for the rectangles. Then, add a divider in the middle by adding another rectangle and changing its color to black. Expand it to fill the page like this. Lastly, add a circle by pressing the letter C on your keyboard. Change the color of the circle to black, decrease its size, and add bold text from the Text tab. Then, go back to ChatGPT to copy one of the options and paste it in the box. Change the font to one of your favorites and increase the size to 56. Enlarge the text and align it to the center using the alignment button. Make sure all the text is placed correctly. Go to Effects to add a black outline to it and increase the thickness. Duplicate the text, place it below, and go back to ChatGPT to copy the second option and paste it there as well. Duplicate the text one more time and type OR in all caps. Place it in the center of the circle. Increase the font size a bit and align the objects. Next, go to the Elements tab and search for Tablet in the Frame section. Drag the horizontal tablet to the canvas and enlarge it. Place it in the middle and duplicate it for the second option, which should be placed below. For the percentage, duplicate one of the texts and add a percentage from ChatGPT. Place it on the question line and increase the font size to make it look bigger. Duplicate it and place it below to add the second percentage in it. Then, go back to ChatGPT and note the column with the highest percentage. For my demo here, you can see that option A mostly has the biggest number. So I'll add a green color to the first option and make the second option red. This will be changed later for scenes that don't fall in place, but doing this will make your work faster. Next, I'll go to Elements tab and add one of the timers. I just prefer this one for the shorts. If you notice, adding the timer increases the page length, so I'll reduce it back to 7 seconds. Then, place the timer in the middle and let it cover the center circle. Next, hold the Shift key and click on the second question. Plus, click on the frame, right-click your mouse, and select Show Timing. Since both questions are not going to display at the same time, you want to drag the playhead to about 1.5 seconds and trim the start handle to meet the line. Then, click on the timer, drag the playhead to 2.5 seconds, and move the timer to start there. Drag the playhead again to 5.5 seconds and trim the end of the timer to meet it, which will make the timer duration last for 3 seconds. I changed the timer here because it does meet my needs. You need not to worry because you can add any timer and create the one like me by doing the same animations. At the same position where the timer ends, click on the second question and trim the end handle there. Click on the first question and trim the end handle there as well, as this will make both of them disappear along with the timer. Then, when they disappear is the exact time the percentages should appear. Hold Shift and click on the 2 percentages to trim their start handles there, which is 1.5 seconds to the end for animation. Select all the elements and click on Animate at the top to apply a pop animation and leave it on both. To add sounds, go to the Elements section and search for Golf Swing under the Audio tab. Drag the playhead to the start and scroll down to select Golf Swing 19. Again, drag the playhead to 1.5 seconds where the second option appears and click on the Golf Swing audio to add the sound there as well. Then, drag the playhead to 2.5 seconds where the timer appears and search for a clock ticking sound. Select Clock Ticking and drag the playhead to the end of the timer, which is 5.5 seconds, and trim the end of the clock sound there. Then, search for Bell Store Ding and choose Clerk 1. Since the audio cannot be created in bulk, a hack you can use is this. Highlight all the elements and delete them. Then, download the page as a video to your PC and press Ctrl+Z to undo the deletion. You can now upload the downloaded video and delete the sounds one after the other. Click on the uploaded video and set it as the background. This way, the audio will always be available when reusing the template. Next, you want to go to ChatGPT and look at the options. The first one talks about live in constant fear of the unknown. So go back to the Elements section and search for Fear under the Photos tab. Right-click on the one you like and select Add to Folder. Create a new folder, and to make your work easier, you should create different folders for the options. Let's call this folder Short A. Next, look at number 2, which talks about when you'll die, and search for Die to select one in the photo library. The folder you just created will appear, so add the picture to it. Repeat the same for the other 8 options. Number 1 of option B talks about eternal loneliness, so search for Eternal Loneliness, and add it to a new folder called Short B. Repeat the same for the other ones and add them to the new folder you created. The next step is bulk creation. Go to the App section and select or search for it, then choose Enter Data Manually. Clear the table first and go back to ChatGPT to copy the table content from top to bottom and paste it in the first block. Click on Add Image twice at the top to add columns for the 2 options. Then click on the first block to find the first folder and select the corresponding image, which is Live in Constant Fear of the Unknown. Repeat the same for the other rows until you fill them. Click on the second block. You will have to go back to the menu to select the second folder. Simply fill the rows with the corresponding photos. When you are through with that, click on Done to move on. Now, right-click on the first question, click on Connect Data, and choose Option A. Repeat the same for the second question and choose Option B. Do the same for the percentages and choose options A and B %. Right-click on the frame as well and select the first image, which is for the first options. Repeat the same for the other one, select the second image, and click on Continue. Since this template is 7 seconds long, generating the 4 scenes will make it 28 seconds. Next, you want to look at the scenes and edit the color of the percentages that are not correct. You simply need to make the higher numbers green and the smaller ones red. The next step is to add the voiceover, but before that, I'll ask ChatGPT to combine the phrases for me with this prompt. This will turn the questions into sentences and make it easier to add a voiceover on top. The tool we're using for the voiceover today is called 11 Labs. It's free to use, and I'll leave the link below for you to register. Choose a voice from your dashboard, and the most popular voice on this tool is called Adam. Then select the English version 1 from the third menu. Don't worry about the recommendation they gave, as this is the version that sounds best, in my opinion. You can go back to ChatGPT and copy all of the sentences like this and create the audio once, but that means you'll have to split it on Canva, which will be a lot of hassle. So instead of that, a hack you can use is to copy the 8 sentences you need one after the other onto a clipboard like this. Then, paste the first one in the canvas and click on Generate. For example, live in constant fear of the unknown, or live knowing exactly when you'll die. Highlight the sentence with a paste the second one and click on Generate again. So, you simply need to repeat it for the other ones. When you're done, you'll find the generated audios here. You can then click on Download to save it to your PC. Go back to Canva. If I open the folder, you can see that the audios are named with date and time, which is too long to find easily on Canva. So, another quick hack you can use is this. Select all of the audio with A and press F2 on your keyboard to rename them. I'll type a name here like short and press enter. This will rename all the voices at once and add numbers to them so you can easily upload them to Canva. Go to the first scene and click on the first audio, which is short 1. Drag the playhead to the 4 scene and click on short 1. I understand the importance of renaming the files, as it makes it easier to organize and find them. We'll repeat the same process for the other scenes and select their corresponding voices. Now, let's download and play the short video.
Live in constant fear of the unknown or live knowing exactly when you'll die. Be the smartest person in a world of ignorance, or be the dumbest person in a world of geniuses.
If you learned 1 or 2 things from this tutorial, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe.